Welcome, friends, to Baba Beck website, a YouTuber, millionaire, with 17,000 subscribers, 1.7 million views, and thousands of likes. Let me ask you, do you like rare Lincoln cents? Worth a lot of money? Treasure hunting penny rolls from the bank at home? Do you like 80s pop rock bands? Do you love God in your life, spirituality, miracles? Do you like original comedy? Do you like to read books, sci-fi novels, thrillers, books that should be made into movies? If you said yes to any one of these questions, please click the link below and kindly share, like, and subscribe to Baba Beck YouTube channel. God bless America.
Okay, friends, welcome to Baba Beck's YouTube channel. I have not done a God video in a while, and God keeps saying to me, what about me? I gave you so much, Baba. Rare, ultra rare Lincoln cents, made you a multi-millionaire. How about doing something for me? And here I am. First of all, the book that guided me is shown here in this video. Not once, not twice, 4 times I'm showing you. I was given this book because I was yearning for the truth to guide me, and it did. I want to just clarify 3 points, maybe 4. Number 1, about the Noah flood that happened. For years in my life, I was growing up, I used to think it was a sin or something, the man-to-man thing, Sodom and Gomorrah, whatever. But this book clarified it. It was because Noah did not get a proper token from the beloved here. And I asked God, is this true? I'm finding out. Face-to-face, one-on-one communications. It is true. That's part 1 that I want to clarify, because the whole planet was destroyed. We know already from geological, scientists and all that, there was a flood on Mother Earth. Look at the power behind these people that are sent in. You see what I'm talking about? Number 2, I want to share a story that happened in Iran hundreds and hundreds of years ago. There was a guy that loved to flirt with the king's queens, and the king got tired of it. It's in this book, the story, and he just got tired of it, and he wanted to behead him and all this. And the priest at that time said to the king, no, he's a friend of God. And he exiled this person from Iran. The whole country was devastated. Nothing would grow on it. Famine set in. And the priest had to, ask the king, call the man back. When they called him back, everything began to grow. I'm trying to clarify one thing about the story, that this man was something that in today's society would be called not a man of God at all. But this divine power has taken a liking to this person for some reason or another. He didn't do anything sexually or intimately, but he flirted with the queens, the king's, harem or whatever. And believe it or not, the moral of the story is this, that when this being takes a liking on somebody, this supreme being that creates sun, stars, and moons and galaxies, and has been sending in these beings that you call prophets, oh, this is my God, and many of the civilizations in the past have claimed them gods, and which is obscure, but they do, even to this day and age, they believe in such things. But these are servants that have been sent here with messages and books and etc., etc. When it takes a liking on somebody and calls it a friend, it doesn't care. If you go against this person, it will send a wrath in a zillionth of a second. And another story is this: when In the days of old, when somebody would not give a seat to sit down to an elderly person, the ground would open up and that person was gone. This used to happen on this planet. It is in this book. Everything I'm saying is in this book, and I even asked God to clarify that, is this true? And it is true. Another story that I want to share out of this book is that there was a couple of men that had a father, and they lost their father, and they went in search of their father. In their search, years and years and years and years went beyond. They themselves had grown old in the quest to find their father. Imagine. One day, as they were walking in search of their father, somebody, passed them by. And one of them said, it is him who passed them by. Their father had miraculously grown younger. Yes, the kids had grown older and their father had grown younger. This, I asked God, please tell me, this miracle happened hundreds and hundreds of years ago? It is true. It is true. Last but not least, on this God video, I love God. I pray to God every day, every second of my life. I've given up all desires of the flesh. I do not have any pregnancy or marriages in this world of flesh. But the Lord God gave me so much, and I am shy of sharing what He gave me. But maybe someday I will. With, of course, the order of God to say, okay, you can share it. So much so that I would love to share about a king. I always wondered, I used to watch movies with Sean Connery and, and this and that, the man who would be king and all this, and it made me think about what a real king is. Is it, do they have an army or power, guns, money? They have big libido or something? They can have sex with a lot of women? What is a king? And this book, again, this book clarified something very important. What is a real king? That the beloved would come to him. Without any money, without any time, without any reference, dead or alive, that the beloved would come to him. This is the answer for a real king. Again, God gave me so much in this life. Everything you see on my channel, these coins, the comedy, the music that I sing, I played all instruments, is due to this supreme power, this entity that we call God. So please share and like this video and read this book. You can buy this book. Somebody had by the way, so this book was in Persian, in some other languages. Somebody had a trust fund. Mr. Nicholson or somebody left behind a trust fund, and they used this trust fund to translate this book into English. Before that, it was in Farsi, in Persian, in some other languages, and all that. Rumi, in his own time, this man who wrote this book, this man of God, this lover of God, was the Jesus of the times. He slit both his wrists in front of people, in front of disciples, many disciples, gatherings. That does God need my blood?
An artist, a one-man band, a Lincoln Cent treasure hunter, science fiction writer,
He said, "Does God need my blood?" He even asked his disciples, "Pinch my hands, make sure it's all drained out. Does this God need my blood?" And he walked. He was loved by kings and queens in the Western civilization. At his burial, there was both Christians and Muslims that wanted to touch his bier, touch his coffin. This is no ordinary man that wrote this book, and he prayed to God within this book to please protect it from any mal, anything, any kind of people trying to change these words. And I love Rumi, and this post is really in respect of this man that suffered so much. He also in this book talks about one thing that I hope you guys please read this carefully. Who is your worst enemy? You would never believe it. I have to tackle this every day, but you would never believe it. Who is your worst enemy? It's closer to you. I can't even say it. It's so weird. It's real. Believe me. Who is your worst enemy? Oh yeah. You might want to check this out, guys, this book. They are the worst, the pest of the pest on the other side.